Hey guys, today we're going to be going over the most frequently asked questions that I receive basically on a daily basis. So this way we're going to go over all the questions that the majority of people have. If I didn't get to any of the questions that you have, leave them down in the comment section below and I'll get to every single one of them. Now let's get into the video. Hey everybody, this is Michael Krogan with American Medical Hearing Centers, and today I wanted to make this video specifically for the people who have the same questions that I get on a daily basis but may not have access to the answers. So this video is for those people, and again, if I didn't get to any of the questions that you have, please let me know what they are. Leave them down in the comment section below and I will make sure to get to each and every one of them. But for now, let's go ahead and get to the first question. All right guys, so the first question that I receive almost on a daily basis is, what is the best hearing aid? And although that's a good question to ask, there's nothing wrong with asking that question, but I can't really help but sometimes to laugh when I hear it because it is such a difficult question to answer directly, basically impossible. See, when we make our recommendations, we are not making our recommendations based off of just your hearing loss or based off of just technology or what hearing aid has the best features out there. A lot of our recommendations are heavily affected on what your lifestyle is like, right? Are you active? Are you more of a homebody? Do you just care about watching TV? Are you a musician? Do you play a lot of sports? Things like that. What are specifically the problems that you are looking to have corrected? Because each manufacturer has their own specialties. Some perform a little bit better in certain areas or other areas, while others perform better in other areas. And so we gather all this information from what we call a questionnaire or a CPR, and we use all the information that you've given us with the test, with your hearing test, and then that allows us to make our recommendations based off of what we feel would be best for you. And although, yes, I do have favorites, sure. I have some that maybe I prefer over others, but sometimes based off of your lifestyle, what I like may not be the best option for you. So there really isn't a single option or a single brand or a single hearing aid that's the best. It's not a one size fits all. What works for you may not work for the person next to you. Another question I get asked often is, how much should I wear my hearing aids? And this is such an important question. I actually love when I get this question because everybody should know the answer to this. How often you wear your hearing aids is critical to your success with those hearing devices. The brain is a big believer, and if you don't use it, you lose it. Wearing your hearing aids every day and several hours every day can help the brain and the ears build neural connections together. This can allow the brain to be stimulated. The brain will start to associate this amplification or hearing, as you will, as normal. Because until you are wearing hearing aids every day, your brain does not associate that amplification as being normal. It associates your hearing loss as normal. So the more you wear those hearing aids, the more the brain is going to have to adapt and have to learn how to process that amplification better. It's just like working out. If you go to the gym once a week, you're probably not going to see much of a difference or much of improvement. But if you start going every day or 4 or 5, 6 times a week, you're going to start seeing quite a bit of a difference. Your brain is the same thing. It's just like any muscle. The more you use it, the more it will start to adapt, the more it will start to learn, and the better you will ultimately do with your devices. All right, third and final question that I get quite often is, do hearing aids make my natural hearing worse, right? Does it worsen my natural hearing? And the short answer, it does not. It does not make your natural hearing worse. As a matter of fact, it can slow down the rate at which your natural hearing declines, which is good. But it will still get worse over time, and whether you wear hearing aids or not, there's really nothing you can do about it. But the most important part is we just don't want the brain to detect that the hearing is getting worse, right? We don't want the brain to detect the lack or loss of stimulation. So this is why it's so important that every year you get retested, or at least biannually, and if there has been any changes in your loss, make sure the hearing aids are keeping up with the loss. So this way, as your hearing loss gets worse, We bring the hearing aids up, and the brain does not detect any lack or loss of stimulation, because remember, brain is like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. So that is the most important thing with hearing aids. It won't make your natural hearing loss worse, but as long as we keep them programmed accordingly or adjusted accordingly, it should keep everything as far as the brain working very well with hearing aids, should keep it stimulated, which is by far the most important thing. So that is the third question there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I answered most of your questions. But again, if you have any questions, please let me know and I will get to them. But other than that, if you guys can do me one big favor, and that's leave a like and please subscribe. So this helps. So it helps the YouTube algorithm push this video out to more people, and more people that have the same questions that you have can see this as well. So thank you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.